नारायणं पद्मभुवं वसिष्ठं शक्तिं च तत्पुत्रपराशरं च व्यासं शुकं गौडपदं महान्तं गोविन्दयोगीन्द्रमथास्य शिष्यम् श्रीशङ्कराचार्यमथास्य पद्मपादं च हस्तामलकं च शिष्यम् तन्तोटकं वार्तिककारमन्यान् अस्मद्गुरून् सन्ततमानतोऽस्मि। श्लोक 61। ईश्वरः सर्वभूतानां हृद्देशेऽर्जुन तिष्ठति भ्रामयन् सर्वभूतानि यन्त्रारूढानि मायया। भाष्य कंटिन्यूइंग। तेषु सः कथं तिष्ठति इत्याह भ्रामयन् भ्रमणं कारयन् सर्वभूतानि यन्त्रारूढानि इव यन्त्राणि आरूढानि अधिष्ठितानि इव इति इव शब्दः अत्र द्रष्टव्यः यथा दारुकृत पुरुषादीनि यन्त्रारूढानि मायया छद्मना भ्रामयन् तिष्ठति इति संबंधः। ईश्वरः सर्वभूतानां हृद्देशे अर्जुन तिष्ठति। हौ तिष्ठति तेषु तेषु मीन्स सर्वभूतानां हृद्देशेषु सः कथं तिष्ठति। How does the Ishvara abide? Does he sit quiet without doing anything? Ityaha, this is being said. Brahmayan means Brahmanam Karayan, making them revolve, making them go around. Means making them work in accordance with their swabhava. Sarvabhutani, all the beings without any exception. Yantrarudhani iva, yantrani arudhani iva, just like certain dolls, puppets, which are sitting in a yantra. Yantrani arudhani, arudhani is equal to adhishthitani, which are kept on yantra, which are mounted on yantra, a machine, a rotating machine. how they revolve without any freedom. Iva, like that. Iti iva shabdah atra drashtavyah. The iva shabda should be understood here. Though it is not there in the shloka, we have to understand an iva shabda. Like yantrarudhani. Yatha darukrita purushadini yantrarudhani. Just like darukrita purusha, a human image, human puppet made of daru, wood. It is mounted in a yantra, in a machine, and it rotates. In the same manner, the people also act. Mayaya is equal to chadmana. With his Maya Shakti, Ishvara makes everyone function. In that way also we can understand Maya Shabda. But Bhashyakara gives the meaning of Maya as a Chadma. Chadma means in hiding, in camouflage. The Ishvara is there, we are not able to know. The Ishvara is there in us, we are not aware of it. In disguise, in camouflage, the Ishvara is making us work. We think we are doing everything with the freedom. Unfortunately, we think it is freedom, but it is not freedom. We don't realize it. What people consider as freedom is really being the slave of something else. Kama, Krodha, etc. So we are the slaves of our own Swabhava to a large extent. And the Swabhava is functioning because of the Ishvara. Therefore, indirectly, we are made to work because of Ishvara. Brahmayan tishtati. Ishvara abides in the heart. Brahmayan, making the people rotate, revolve, going around. Iti sambandha. Mayaya Brahmayan tishtati. Iti sambandha. This is the Anvaya. Yantrarudhani iva sarvabhutani mayaya bhramayan tishtati. Iti sambandha. This is the connection. The Anvaya should be done in this manner. So here we should make a note. While reading this shloka, one may think that Bhagavan is ruling out free will completely. But it is not so. Bhagavan is not ruling out the role of free will. But he is showing the limitation of free will. The free will is restricted to certain choices. The Swabhava regarding the swabhava, we don't have a free will. But how to channelize the swabhava? Whether we should channelize the swabhava towards performing the swadharma, or whether we should channelize the swabhava in such a way that we end up doing adharma or paradharma. It is the free will. This choice is in our hands. That is the idea here. It is like a ship which is moving very fast. A fast moving ship. You cannot put a brake to the ship. It is not possible. Or you cannot turn it backwards all of a sudden. Yeah. Then what can you do? You can change the course of its movement. You can slightly change the course, rotate it rightwards or leftwards. That is in your hands. In the same manner, the swabhava is there, it is given. It cannot be, one cannot put a brake to the swabhava, but it can be channelized in a particular direction. Shloka 62. Tamev sharanam gaccha sarvabhavena bharata tat prasadat param shantim sthanam prapsyasi shashvatam. He Bharata, O Arjuna, Bharata, Tameva, Tam Ishwaram Eva, the same Ishwara who is responsible for the Swabhava, who makes the people work, Sarvabhavena, totally, completely, Sharanam Gaccha, take refuge at Ishvara. Completely, Tatprasadat, by the grace of the Ishvara, Shashvatam Sthanam Prapsyasi, you will attain the eternal goal, which is the moksha. And Param Shantim Prapsyasi, thereby you will get the ultimate Shanti, ultimate peace. Bhashya Tam Eva Ishwaram Sharanam Ashrayam Samsararti Haranartham Gaccha Ashraya Sarvabhavena Sarvatmana. He Bharata Tataha Tatprasadat Ishwaranugrahat Param Prakrishtam Shantim Param uparatim sthanam cha mama Vishnoho paramam padam avapsyasi shashvatam nityam. Tam eva. Tam refers to Ishvara. Ishwaram eva. The Ishvara only. Sharanam. Ashrayam. Take the Ishvara as the Ashraya, as the refuge. Why? Samsararti haranartham. In order to be free from the suffering of samsara. Samsara arti, the suffering of samsara. In order to be free from that, means mokshartham ityabhipraya. Gaccha means ashraya. Sharanam gaccha is equal to ashraya. Take refuge at Ishvara. Here ashraya is the verb. Ashraya. What is your reading? Ashraya. Okay. Ashrayam is there. Yeah. Ashraya is there. Second one is Ashraya. Yeah. Ashraya. Ashraya. So it is a verb. Lotlakara. Madhyama Purusha Ekavachana. Sharanam Gaccha is equal to Ashraya. Sarva Bhavena means Sarvatmana, completely, totally. Anandagiri explains Sarvatmana as Manovritya Vacha Karmana cha ityartha. Through mind, words, as well as actions. Dedicate all the actions to Ishvara. Dedicate the words, the speech to Ishvara. And also dedicate the manovritti, all thoughts of mind to Ishvara. Means make everything centered around Ishvara. He Bharata, Tataha is equal to Tat Prasadat, by the grace of Ishvara. Ishvaranugrahat. Tat Prasadat is equal to Ishvaranugrahat. By the grace of Ishvara. Param is equal to Prakrishtam. Shantim, the greatest peace, is equal to Param Uparatim, greatest peace, ultimate peace. Sthanancha, and also Sthana. Sthana means Padam. the ultimate destination, the ultimate goal, which is nothing but the Swarupa of Brahman, the Swarupa of Paramatma, Mama Vishnoha Paramam Padam, the Paramam Padam, the ultimate goal, which is nothing but the Swarupa of Vishnu. Therefore, it is called Vishnoho Paramam Padam. Avapsyasi, you will attain in due course of time through Atmajnana. Shashwatam, Shashwatam qualifies Sthanam. Shashwatam means Nityam. It is eternal. Shloka 63. Iti te jnanamakkhyatam guhyat guhyataram maya vimrasyaitadasheshena yathetchasi tatha kuru. Yeah. Now, Bhagavan tells Arjuna, I have already told what has to be told. And this is not an ordinary knowledge. It is very secret, therefore very valuable. I have given you the most valuable knowledge, the spiritual wisdom. Now analyze this properly, completely. Analyze this completely. And then yathetchasi tathaku. Do what you like to do. Do as you like to do. You are free to take an action. You are free to make a decision on your own. Krishna tells, this is not a dogma. Bhagavad Gita does not teach a dogmatic religion. If you do this, you will go to heaven. If you don't do this, you should be punished. You can be given a capital punishment. There are certain theocratic religions. The religion itself has a court. If somebody does not follow the religious dogmas, he can be punished by the theocratic court, the theocratic jurisprudence. Bhagavad Gita is not a jurisprudence. It is a wisdom. Therefore, Krishna does not say, you should do this only without thinking. Krishna does not say that. First of all, think for yourself. And then it is up to you. You are free to act according to your decision. But when you act according to your decision, you should be ready to accept the result. That is why we say, Shastra is not a karaka. Shastra is a jnapaka. Jnapakam shastram, natu karakam. The Shastra does not make you do something. It reveals you the truth. It may tell you, if you do this, this will happen. If you don't do this, this will happen. It reveals the relation between certain action and their results. Even the Karma Kanda is, it just says this is a sadhana for your desirable result, and this is a sadhana which will lead to an undesirable result. The Vidhivakyas, even the Vidhivakyas of Shastra, they reveal Ishta Sadhanatva. A particular yaga is an Ishta Sadhana. It will lead to a desirable result. That is all the Shastra tells. Whether I should follow the Shastra or not is up to me. If I want my own good, my own Shreyaha, then I should follow the Shastra. Otherwise, I should be ready to accept my own Vinasha, downfall. Nashoshasi Vinangshasi. So, iti te maya, by me, iti, in this manner, starting from Adhyaya 2, Shloka 11, maya, by me, te means tubhyam, to you, guhyat guhyataram jnanam akyatam. I have told you the jnana, the knowledge. I have taught you the knowledge, which is greatest secret. Guhyat guhyataram. It is the greatest secret among all secrets. A secret which is greater than all the secrets. Guhyat, compared to all other secret, this is Guhyatara, a greater secret. Means greatest secret. That kind of jnana I have told you, I have taught you. Etat asheshena vimrishya. Etat, this teaching, asheshena vimrishya, analyzing it, asheshena, completely. You can inquire in order to get clarity, in order to rule out all doubts, in order to be free from all doubts. One should do vichara with respect to the teaching also, whether it is logically correct, whether it is logically tenable, and so on and so on. You can analyze. And then yathechasi tatha kuru, yatha ichhasi, as you wish, tatha kuru, do so, act so. Bhashya iti etat te tubhyam jnanam akyatam kathitam guhyat gopyat guhyataram atishayena guhyam rahasyam ityarthaha maya सर्वज्ञेन ईश्वरेण विमृश्य विमर्शनम् आलोचनं कृत्वा एतत् यथोक्तं शास्त्रम् अशेषेण समस्तं यथोक्तं च अर्थजातं यथा इच्छसि तथा कुरु इति एतत्. Iti means etat, this, what has been told so far. Te is equal to tubhyam, to you. Jnanam, akshyatam means kathitam, it has been told. Upadishtam, it has been taught. Guhyat, gopyat, compared to all other secrets, compared to any other secret, this is guhyataram, means atishayena guhyam. It is very much guhya, very great secret. Guhya means rahasyam ityarthaha. Guhya means rahasya. It is a rahasya, a secret. Even if it is given in open, everyone cannot receive it. First of all, it should not be given to everyone. That is also told in the Shastra. Who is an adhikari, it should be given only to an adhikari who approaches the Guru properly. Vidhivat, one should approach a Guru, and he should be an adhikari. It should be given to only such people. That way also it is rahasya. And even if it is openly given to an anadhikari, suppose an anadhikari listens to this, even then it is not going to work for an anadhikari. Even that way it is a rahasya. Anadhikari cannot get access to it. He may listen, but he cannot get access to the jnana. That way also it is a rahasya. So, maya means sarvajnena ishwarena, by me. Who is me? The Ishvara who is sarvajna. This is taught by Ishvara himself. Therefore, it should be free from all fallacies, all flaws. Vimrishya means vimarshanam alochanam kritva. Vimarshanam kritva. Vimarshanam is equal to alochanam, inquiry, analysis. Etat, etat means yathoktam shastram. This shastra which has been taught to you. Maya sarvajnena ishwar, sorry, asheshena. Asheshena means samastam, completely. Yathoktancha arthajatam. Not only the shastra has to be inquired into, even the arthajata, the meanings, the purports which has been taught, even that should be inquired in. The Shastra is Pramana. Artha means Prameya, what is taught. The Shastra as well as its a teaching. One should inquire into both. When we do inquiry into the Shastra, then it is called Shavana. When we inquire into the meaning, the teaching, then it is called Manana. Both have to be inquired into. One is Pramana Vichara, inquiry into the Pramana, to understand what really the Pramana wants to say, what really the Gita Shastra intends to convey. This is one type of inquiry. Whether the Gita Shastra talks about Advaita, or whether the Gita Shastra talks about Jnana as the direct means for moksha or not. All these questions have to be understood. It is a Shavana. Then Manana. Manana is to understand whether it is logically correct or not. The teaching of Gita Shastra, whether it is logically tenable or not. This inquiry is Artha Vichar, means Prameya. Inquiry on the Prameya, on the teaching. That is why Bhashyakara includes Yathoktam cha Arthajat. Not only the Shastra has to be inquired into, even the teaching of the Shastra, the Prameya, even that has to be inquired into. And then you can arrive at a conclusion. Yeah. And then Yatha Ichhasi Tatha Kuru. Then you do what you want to do. Shloka 64. Sarvaguhyatamam bhuyaha Shanu me paramam vachaha Ishtosi me dridhamiti Tato vakshyami te hitam. Now, though Bhagavan has already completed the teaching, once again he wants to sum up what he has already taught in great detail. Bhuyaha, once again, me sarvaguhyatamam paramam vachaha shunu, listen to my word, which is sarvaguhyatamam, which is the greatest secret, and also paramam, it is the greatest teaching also. It is the greatest secret and it is greatest teaching. Paramam vachaha, my great words. Shanu, Why Krishna is telling this? Now Krishna is revealing to Arjuna why he is teaching Arjuna with so much of effort. Is he teaching to Arjuna for the sake of money or anything, any personal gain? He says no. Ishtaha asi, me dridham ishtaha asi iti. I am telling you this because you are very much dear to me. Me, mama, my dridham ishtaha asi. You are very much dear to me, always dear to me. Iti, therefore, iti, tataha, iti and tataha means on account of, sorry, iti krutva. Iti we have to add krutva. Iti krutva, considering so. Tataha, therefore, te hitam vakshyami. I will tell you the hita, what is beneficial to you, what is good for you. I am telling you, I will tell you. Bhashya. Bhuyopi maya uchyamanam shanu bhuyaha api. Once again, maya uchyamanam, being told by me. Shanu, listen. Sarvaguhyatamam, uchyamanam, being told. Sarvaguhyatamam, sarvaguhyebhyaha, atyantagुह्यतमम् अत्यन्तरहस्यम् उक्तमपि असकृत् भूयः पुनः शृणु मे मम परमं प्रकृष्टं वचः वाक्यं भूयः अपि. सर्वगुह्यतमं, सर्वगुह्येभ्यः अत्यन्तगुह्यतमं. It is a very great secret compared to all other guhyas, all other secrets. Therefore, that means atyanta rahasyam. It is a great secret, very much secret. Uktam api asakrit, even though it has been told several times. Asakrit uktam api, even though it has been told. Asakrit means several times, repeatedly. Bhuyaha, punaha, once again. Shanu, listen. Me is equal to mama, my. Paramam, prakrishtam, the great, the supreme. Vachaha, vakyam, statement, words. Na bhayat, napi, अर्थकारणद्वा वक्ष्यामि किं तर्हि इष्टः प्रियः असि मे मम दृढम् अव्यभिचारेण इति कृत्वा ततः तेन कारणेन वक्ष्यामि कथयिष्यामि ते तव हितं परमं ज्ञानप्राप्तिसाधनं तद्धि सर्वहितानां हिततमं न भयात् नापि अर्थकारणाद्वा वक्ष्यामि. Bhagavan says, I am not telling you this because of fear, na bhayat, not because of fear. Bhagavan is not afraid of Arjuna. If I don't tell, he will kill me. Bhagavan does not have fear. Napi arthakaranat, not because of money, for the sake of money. I want to earn money by teaching Gita. It is not because of that intention. Vakshyami. So bhayat va arthakaranatva na api na vakshyami. I am not telling you because of fear or because of for the sake of money. Kim tarhi, then what? Ishtaha means priyaha. Asi, you are priyaha, you are dear to me. Me is equal to mama. Dridham avyabhicharena. Dridham means unwaveringly I love you. Iti krutva, considering so. Tataha means tena karanena. On account of that reason, vakshyami, kathayashyami, I will tell you once again. Te tava hitam, your hita. Bhashyakara adds paramam hitam, the greatest hita, greatest good for you. What is the paramahita? Jnana prapti sadhanam, the means to attain jnana, the means to attain atma jnana. Tadhi sarvahitanam hitatam. So Bhashyakara said, paramam hitam is jnana prapti sadhanam. How can it be? How can Bhashyakara say it is jnana prapti sadhanam? How can Bhashyakara know that Bhagavan means jnana prapti sadhanam by the word hitam? Then Bhashyakara says, he, because tat sarvahitanam hitatamam. It is the greatest hita of all the hitas, greatest good of all the good things.
Then Bhagavan and Bhashyakara have to justify, explain why they are doing it.
Yeah. Shloka 65. Manmana bhava madbhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru mame vaishyat mame vaishyasi satyante pratijane priyosi me. In these two shlokas, 65 and 66, Bhagavan sums up the teaching of Bhagavad Gita. Among these two, Shloka 65 sums up Karma Yoga, Karma Yoga Nishtha, And Shloka 66 sums up Jnana Yoga Nishtha, because the essential teaching of Bhagavad Gita is twofold. One is Karma Yoga Nishtha, another is Jnana Yoga Nishtha. As he told earlier, Lokesmin Vividha Nishtha Pura Prokta Mayanakha. Now 65 sums up Karma Nishtha. Manmana Bhava. Bhagavan tells Arjuna, be manmanaha, mayi manaha yasya saha manmanaha. One who has devoted his mind to Ishvara is called manmanaha. Mad bhakto bhava, be my bhakta, be my devotee. Madhyaji, be my worshipper. Mam namaskuru, do namaskara to me. Mameva eshyasi. If you do so, in due course of time, you will attain me only. Mam eva eshyasi. You will attain me only means you will attain moksha. Satyante pratijane. I promise you this as a truth. I swear that it is true. Satyante pratijane. Why? Tvam me priyaha asi. You are dear to me. That is why I am telling you this. Bhashya. Kim tat ityaha. What is that? Sarvaguhyatamam, which Bhagavan is going to tell once again. What is that? It is being told now. Manmanaha bhava, Madchittaha bhava, Madbhaktaha bhava, Madbhajanaha bhava, Madhyaji, Madhyajanashilaha bhava, Mam namaskuru, Namaskaram api, Mama eva kuru, Tatra evam vartamanaha, Vasudeve eva, Samarpita, Sadhya sadhana prayojanaha, Mam eva eshyasi, Agamishyasi, Manmanaha bhava. Manmanaha is equal to Machittaha. Previously, Bhagavan had used the word Machittaha. Manmanaha means the same. Devote your mind to me. Mad bhaktaha bhava. Mama bhaktaha mad bhaktaha. Mad bhajanaha bhava. Do my bhajanam means serve me. Do bhakti towards me. Madhyaji, Madhyajanashilaha bhava. Mam yashtum Sheelam yasya saha madhyaji. मां यष्टुं शीलं यस्य सः मद्याजी उपपद समास निनि प्रत्यय सुप्यजातौ निनिस्ताच्छील्ये do yajna for my sake. One can do yajna in two ways. One is to do yajna for the sake of various devatas. Another is performing yajna for the sake of Ishvara. Now Bhagavan says, do yajna for the sake of Ishvara. Mam namaskuru, do namaskara to me. Means namaskaram api mama eva kuru. Do namaskara for me only. Means take refuge at me only. Take refuge at Ishvara only. Tatra evam vartamanaha. When you are conducting your life in this manner, Vasudeve eva samarpita sadhya sadhana prayojana. One who has offered sadhya, sadhana and prayojana to Vasudeva, to the Ishvara. Sadhya refers to action. Kriya. Sadhana means all the factors associated with action. Karakas. And prayojana, phala, phala of the action. Kriya karaka phala. One has offered everything to Ishvara. If you live so, if you conduct your life so, you will get chitta shuddhi, and in due course of time, mam eva eshyasi. Eshyasi means agamishyasi. You will come to me only. Satyante tava pratijane satyam pratijñāṃ karomi etasmin vastuni ityarthah yataha priyosi me evam bhagavatah satyapratiñatvam buddha भगवद्भक्तेः अवश्यं भावी मोक्षफलम् अवधार्य भगवच्चरणैकपरायणः भगवच्चरण भवेत् इति वाक्यार्थः. सत्यम ते प्रतिजाने. सत्यम ते is equal to tava, to you. Satyam pratijane means satyam pratijñāṃ karomi. I am making a true promise. I am giving you a guarantee. Etasmin vastuni, regarding this fact, ityarthaha. This is the idea. This is the purport. So, regarding this, you don't have to doubt. Definitely, you are going to get the result if you do the sadhana properly. Yataha, why Bhagavan makes this statement? This is a guaranteed truth. Why? Yataha priyosi me, because you are dear to me. Now, Bhashyakara explains the purport of the shloka. Evam Bhagavatah Satyapratignatvam Uddhva. So Arjuna may understand that Bhagavan is making a true statement. Bhagavan's statement is valid and he is vouching for his own statement. Having understood this, Arjuna may cultivate the attitude of Karma Yogi and perform the sadhana of Karma Yoga. Bhagavad Bhaktehe avasyam bhavi moksha phalam avadharya. By understanding that the Bhagavad Bhakti leads to moksha phala and the moksha phala is avasyam bhavi, it is a definite result. Avadharya, ascertaining this, Bhagavad Charanaika Parayanaha Bhavet. Arjuna will commit to Ishvara Sharanagati, Bhagavat Sharana Ekaparayana. He will totally commit himself, totally dedicate himself to taking refuge to Ishvara. Bhavet, Arjuna should become. This is Bhagavan's intention. Iti Vakyarthaha. This is the purport of this shloka. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.